I guess I'm mostly homeless now. I am mostly homeless now. I say mostly, not completely, but you know, I'm 99% there. I told y'all before, right? Where I work at is a music studio, and I've really been using this place to kind of like sleep over and stay by. I've been using this for whether it be recording videos or trying to stream, although I can't really stream that well because I lack the correct gear and stuff. So what really sucks is that around Wednesday the 20th of May, we had a flood right after I got some Arby's and stuff. And I brought it back, and I hear the rain just like wrecking the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, so I parked by the exit door, right? So this way, I could just go the long way, get absolutely soaked, and pretty much just get, like, go through the front, go to the exit door, which locks automatically, and then get the food from the back one time. And the moment I got to the back door, I heard the rain just punching the door, and I'm like, if I open this door, I'm going to get a tsunami to the face. So I'm like, let me just wait a little bit for this rain to settle down. And about 2 minutes later, nothing settled down. It just got worse, like progressively worse. So then I was like, you know what? Okay, maybe let's not wait for this to happen, okay? So I was like, let me just rush for it. That's when two other people who work where I work, two other coworkers came over. Two other people who work where I work. Ooh, my fucking English, fuck! Sometimes my brain just go brrr. But the point is, they came over, they saw me, they're like, come on, dumbass, here you go. And then they gave me this like box to put over my head, which will help out. And I used that to keep myself dry. And right at that moment, I ran for the Arby's, and I got the Arby's. I came back in. You know, I was still a little bit wet, but not much. The Arby's got a tiny little bit soaked, but not much at all, really. I mean, the food was fine. It was just the bag itself that held the food in. But the point is, once I got in, we turn the light. We see this leak just sprouting from the ground between like I can show you guys. Okay, so we have this massive leak coming up from the top here. We got a bursted pipe. Boom, all of this. Boom, you can see how tall the water is by my shoe. It's literally splashes as I walk into the water. Yeah. When you can see from George's shoes, I'm getting water all in my socks. It's an absolute river flow up here. Big leak over here. Coming through the side, right over there. Water from the top, dripping. That's less of the issue, but it's still an issue. You got water coming from the walls over there. All down the sides, even over there.
What?
There's probably water in the rooms. There's got to be water in the rooms too.
There's
yep.
Water in Matt's room, in my room.
There's water in every single one of the rooms. The carpets are likely going to be completely destroyed. Boom. Water coming from the sides. Over there. Coming from the pipe. Yeah. You got it? Yeah. Yeah.
Your room specifically, Matt. God damn, dude, that sucks. Steven!
Yeah. I got it.
There you go. Okay, stop it. What happened? Is it? Oh, it's full. It's full? Oh, shit.
Right now it's 8:17 p.m.
The whole room is flooded now.
You can see the whole stage room from basically almost the first step of the stage all the way over to the back here. Completely flooded out. Water, you can see how high it is. Boom, we put lights higher.
Here, it's the whole stage room now. George, you heard?
Everything is completely drenched.
It's the whole stage room now. Yeah.
Everything is soaked. Everything. So as you guys can see, this is what it looks like right now. You know, we had water just coming out of the concrete, the space between the stairs and the concrete there. That's where the water was coming out from. There's still even a puddle here, but you know, in premise, the water just came out of the most obscure area possible. So we couldn't get a bucket to collect that water. So it just kept flowing like a fucking river. And the place was fucked essentially after that, right? We did what we could have. You know, we salvaged what we could. We unplugged everything. Probably would have been dangerous than if I had died in the process of unplugging things in a flood. I mean, they would have just replaced me. But, you know, the point is, that's not their fault, though. They're not God. They didn't call the storm upon us. So, point is, it really was not a fun experience. It definitely was stressful. I luckily moved all of my gear out of that spot. And my monitor is not there anymore, which is really a good thing. My game monitor, my PS5, all that other stuff. You know, all that stuff is not there, which is great. My saxophone, my violin, my instruments. On the negative side, I got no place to go anymore. You know, I was using this place primarily to stay by. I have a place to still sleep by occasionally, but it's very socially fucked up at that place. And I'm not really going to call out any names. I'm going to not, you know, hurt anybody's reputation that way. I'm not here for like all the social media drama. But where I primarily can stay by, it's very fucked up socially there for a bunch of different reasons. So knowing that, even when I'm doing good shit, it's pretty fucked up socially. So that's another reason why I was at this place, you know, because I kind of don't really have a place that I can kind of call home, if you get what I'm saying, right? There's no place that I'm really comfortable at as of right now. So knowing that, yeah, my situation is fucked up. That being said, though, what I am doing is trying to better my situation financially, to get myself to stand up on my 2 feet and become someone who has a place of their own, things of that nature. So what I've been doing is asking the AI different ways to make money. And I'm going to update you guys and tell you guys my personal opinions on what the AI really tells me to do. And we'll see if it makes sense, if it's complete hogwash bullshit, or if it's like half true, half bullshit. We'll see what's really going on. I think AI is a little overrated. I think at times it gives you some like illogical solutions that just make no sense. And sometimes it gives you some genuinely good reasons while backing up some complete bullshit. And you're like, how did you make this bullshit sound logical? You know, it's like, damn, are you really that good at like gaslighting and all that other stuff. So it's weird, but I'll update you guys on how the AI journey of making money is going, because that's the real question that we gotta get down to. Is we know my situation. My situation sucks. I have no place to go by. I can't afford probably even rent as it is right now with the job that I work currently. A big part of why I worked here was because I had a huge ass place available to me that, like, a lot of the higher ups, I mean, is it in the rules that I should be sleeping here? No, it's not. But at the same time, the higher ups you could tell they kind of knew that shit. They just didn't care because I was kind of watching over all the gear, and the higher ups were never here at the place that I work at. So I kind of got away with it for some time. But now, given the scenario, I can't just really do that. You know, I can't just do that anymore. I kind of have to get a place of my own. Or just suffer at the place that I'm currently at and then get kicked out eventually, even when I'm just doing good shit. Like, I'm talking like just cleaning the bathroom with fucking scrubbing bubbles. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird. I'll maybe say it someday, but not right now at least. Again, I'm not trying to cause unnecessary drama, especially while I'm under the same person's roof. That's just complete stupid. That's a good way to like burn my own bridge. It's just fucking stupid. You know, a lot of people can't help themselves but just talk on social media and shit, you know? That being said, the question really is what to do to move forward. And I have a bunch of different ideas that I could do. And we're going to try them out, and I'll update you guys on how these things go. So yeah, be ready for a part 2 of my journey of being sort of homeless. I can tell this place is, like, I give this about maybe another 2 more days. The owner of the business told us, right, the people who deal with the place and stuff, that he doesn't know when he may open up again. This very likely is like a business killer. This flood that happened, that flooded the whole basement out, is very likely a business killer. He may never open up again. Queens may be completely cooked. Not only that, but I mean, he said the landlord that has the insurance for this building itself basically wants to just pull out. Like, it's inconvenient. He does not want to bother with the place. He already was planning to leave the place. And then on top of this, allegedly, he doesn't have flood insurance. So the owner of the building, the landlord, doesn't have flood insurance. The owner of the business does have flood insurance, but the insurance only covers the gear of the business itself that's used. So, you know, the gear was already salvaged. The problem was the structure of the building itself, and that allegedly is hundreds of thousands of, not hundreds of thousands, but over $100,000 in damage. So the problem again here is, if the insurance won't cover it, then that kind of fucks everything up in the building itself, you know? And you can tell, it's been a couple days. It's currently the 24th of May. The mold smell is starting to leak towards upstairs. Upstairs was fine. It was untouched. It was untouched. But now the mold smell, and like, it smells like shit. Like the smell is starting to really permeate throughout the entirety of the building. And everything is getting fucked up smell-wise. So I'm going to make an assumption, in probably a week, this place is going to become a genuine health hazard to be around. It's not likely to be safe, and I'm probably not going to be in here. And I already might get some fucking lung cancer just being in here right now. Fuck. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's better than being at home with that bitch. The place flooded out. The mold smell is getting worse. And I also think that there's some inconsistencies with that story that I was told by the owner. Because also think about it, right? But it doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter what inconsistency, or if it's a lie or whatever, or half-truth or more than half-truth. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the point is we're probably going to have to disband as like a Queens group. We're probably going to have to disband regardless. And it doesn't matter why, but this is the situation. The there's an inconsistency because it's kind of like 3 years ago he flooded out in a previous place. And the same, and we're talking like 2 stores down. So it's not even like a minute away. It's less than that. It's like, I don't know, probably like 10, 20 seconds away, the old building. So it's kind of like, with the landlord flooded out already, then it's kind of like you're telling me that you didn't know the landlord didn't have flood insurance? How is that possible? Like, you must have known that he had flood insurance. He must have had flood insurance. There's no way he didn't have that. Because you moved to the other location, right? And then after the flood, you didn't ask and see if he had flood insurance for the next place? That either seems like a really dumb business move, or I don't know. But something just don't fit right in that situation. Either you're a dumbass or something. Something does not fit right in that situation, in my personal opinion. But this may be one of the last videos that I record amongst this business at any point in time. So I'm probably not going to put this video out probably until, I know for a fact that this place is shutting down. Then I'll probably put this video out. But we'll see. We'll genuinely see how this goes. But I'm thinking this place is cooked, it's done, and it's time to look for other ways to make money. And then upgrade my situation, and then follow my real dream, which is doing YouTube and doing other fun videos and streams, I just don't have a place to do that by. So, I should probably set up like a whole way to get paid here, but I don't really, I'll do that later. I'm going to focus on other sources of income first that are more stable, and then I'll think about, updating that, in case anyone wants to donate or whatever else. But yeah, so we'll see how everything goes, and I'll just, I'll keep you guys updated in the loop as we go along in the journey, including my success or lack of success in terms of making money with the AI. Peace out. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Booyah!